I know you guys, most of you guys got a flyer on your chair about next month's regional. Next month's regional is going to be the recap of everything that we learned in San Jose. So if you're going to San Jose, trust me, you need to be at the recap, because in San Jose you're going to be like, oh my God, this is so much information and so much excitement. So if you're going to San Jose, you need to put this on your calendar. If for some unknown, crazy reason you're not going to San Jose, you definitely need to be here. If you have someone on your team right now that you can look around and they're not sitting next to you, you need to make sure that they know about this, okay? Because this is going to be amazing. And special guest, Jen and Tony Solis, and Mr. Lance Burton. So it's going to be awesome, you guys. It's going to be awesome. So they're going to bring all the nuggets back. They're going to compile them. They're going to work together and give you a fantastic regional. So we're super excited about that. So now I'm going to just get back and get Mark back up here because he is amazing. I just want to say real quick about Mark. I have taken about 6 pages of notes today. I think this is probably my 30th, I don't even know, regional. And it's just so awesome to know that you're always learning. So you never want to miss one of these things because you're different. Every 30 days you're a different person, and we've all heard that before. But today it's really sinking into me that, Mike and I just went to Leadership Academy and took a ton of notes. We come back here and taking a ton more notes of things that, you think you know, but it's like he just says it different. And Mark, you're just, I know it's hard to hear all this stuff, but you are freaking amazing. You are Mark as in mission. So, you want to come back up and finish it on up?
We're going to take a quick break here in a minute, but I want to just mention to everybody that what we're doing with our regionals has been working extremely well. Would you guys like to double the size of your regionals? Yeah. Okay. This is just a suggestion that I passed on both Mike and Ray Lynn today because I think it works. It works well. This event, I'm going to tell you flat out that from my understanding, it seats about 400 or so at the venue. I will promise you this, with the announcements that are going to come out of San Jose, that event will most likely sell out. I can pretty much guarantee it. You have people 300-400 come out when T and Danny are here, which is great. They're going to absolutely show up for the recap event, simply because they're going to want to know what's going on. Buzz on Facebook is going to be massive. And the thing is, the reason why this regional is going to be so important for everybody, including the people who go there, is because you're coming out of there with a massive amount of announcements that are going to really confuse people in terms of what they do with all that information. And so this, when they come back here, is going to streamline it right directly into what we need to teach them. Now, we were fortunate in New England, and I managed to get Mark Smith when he was in a vulnerable or just a distracted point. And I asked him if we could get David Bird to come up and do a regional, and he said, yeah, I'm fine with Bird. So he text back. So anyway, last week or a couple weeks ago at our last regional, when we're promoting our recap event on the 18th, I'm speaking with David Bird, and I got a notification from corporate saying David Bird can't speak at regionals. And I'm like, according to Mark Smith, he can only speak at NLAs. I'm like, well, I texted Mark, and I'm like, Mark, you told me I could have David Bird. I already got flyers. We're supposed to announce this tomorrow. He goes, all right, you can have him. So I'm like thinking, this is perfect. The reason why is coming out of that event with all of this confusion. Let's get people onto a very simple system so they can track their progress using the planner and mapping out where they're going, give them a simplified plan of action. So now we come out of that and we explode. Worst thing that can happen is coming out of that conference and being confused or running out there and using our mouths to try and relay the excitement that we had, trying to explain what these products are. And when we do, I can guarantee there's going to be a lot of people saying things that probably you shouldn't be saying. And so here's what I recommend. This event I would be looking at, what we did was, and I suggested this, so if you're going to get mad at someone, get mad at me, that you do the $15 and you do it only on the day of the event of the previous region. Because what happens is when people leave, and they've got all this time between now and the next regional, there's a lot of people, they leave the excitement of this, and then when they get back home, they just start disappearing. Other excuses come up as to why they can't come to the next one. So what you do is you get your tickets in advance at a discounted rate. You even get some extra tickets for your other team members who aren't here. Plus, I'll tell you, with the idea that the thing's probably going to sell out, you want to get your tickets today anyway. And you have to get them through Eventbrite, so you have to go online and do that. But I'm going to tell you, what's been happening to our numbers, we're doing 700, 800. We're not looking, as I mentioned, at convention centers now. And that excitement, when people come to that, everybody's winning. Everybody's hitting. Everybody's feeding off that excitement. And the same thing's going to happen here. If your business is stagnated, you want to see massive surge of growth in your market. Because everybody, all ships rise to the tide. Does that make sense? So I encourage everybody, and if you have any more details you want to know about that, just talk to Raylan and Mike in the back. But tools are available now. I encourage you guys, get tickets to this next event. Get a few, get a handful. I usually would get like 4. What we do in New England is we'll do buy 3 at the regular $20 and you get the 4th for free. So instead of doing them for $15 a piece, which these guys are going to do for $15, which is great, we do it where they still say pay the full price, but if they buy in bulk, they get discount tickets. Reason why you should be anticipating your team growing. And you want to get them tickets to this next event. If it's sold out, they can't get in. And you want them getting that information. Does that make sense to everyone? So I wanted to convey that because believe me, the announcements coming out of San Jose are going to be ridiculous. And so at the break here, we're going to take about a 10-minute break. Does that sound good to you guys? 10 minutes? Mike, Raylan? 10 minutes? 10-minute break?
We don't usually take a break.
You guys don't take a break?
We do some giveaways though.
Yeah, why don't we do some stretching and everybody stand up and stretch your legs. How's that? Come on, man, everybody. It's hard to talk to people with a butt. You know?